It is said that deep within the Yersin Mountains of the Devil Range lies an ancient beast that has been trapped for 1,000 years. It has a heart of snow, bones made of ice, and rises from the darkness, only to remain still when the sun comes up. Many people believe this is just a fairy tale meant to scare children. That was until a resource extraction team used explosives to break through the ancient mountains. A mysterious species was quietly awakened. Its enraged roar echoed like a creature from hell, sending the terrified miners scattering in all directions. But in the end, no one survived. The incident quickly alerted the government. They dispatched 2 military reconnaissance aircraft, rushing to the site. Aerial photos revealed something had apparently emerged from the earth. Strangely enough, nearby, huge footprints were also captured in the images. The military commander immediately reported the findings to the Prime Minister. After watching the video, the Prime Minister was shocked, and told his advisor to immediately gather geologists, archaeologists, and biologists for analysis. Soon after, a military helicopter landed in front of the paleontologist, Nora. The Special Forces team leader explained that she had been summoned by the higher-ups. As the helicopter quickly returned to base, Nora was taken to a secret location where the Prime Minister's advisor personally greeted her. Amid the bustling crowd, Nora was still uncertain about the situation. That is, until she entered a meeting room packed with government officials. The advisor introduced her as a paleontologist, and after she took her seat, a military general explained their discovery. They couldn't rule out the possibility of new weapons or a terrorist attack, but according to current reports, the geological issues seemed more pressing. A geologist nearby suggested it could be a result of lava collapse or possibly linked to underground gas reserves. The archaeologists speculated that weather could be a factor as well. At this point, Nora spoke up, telling everyone that the marks were clearly the footprints of a massive creature. Didn't anyone see that? The people present had indeed guessed, but no one could fathom what kind of creature could leave such huge prints. Just then, the military had another discovery. Near the mining tunnels, someone accidentally captured footage of an explosion. In the video, innocent people were swallowed up in an instant by falling rocks. The room fell silent, heavy-hearted at the sight. Nora asked the technician to replay the footage and paused it at a certain point, pointing to a shadowy figure. There, barely visible, was a huge humanoid form. Elsewhere, in a small farmhouse nestled in the Gudblan Valley, an unknown species attacked, destroying half the house. Nora, determined to confirm if this was the work of a large creature, decided to go to the site for a closer inspection. The area had already been secured by the military. The team leader suggested that something might have crossed the river from that direction and disappeared into the valley. The tracks were found to disappear about 20 kilometers south. Standing before the damaged house, Nora became more convinced that it was a large creature. She examined the footprints, hoping to find a clue, but all she found was dirt and rocks. She decided to check the spot where the tracks had vanished. Before heading out, however, Nora decided to bring her father, a geologist who had spent years in the mountains and had told her stories of mountain monsters since she was a child. He was known to be a recluse living in the wilds. On the helicopter, Nora's father assessed the situation based on the location where the footprints had disappeared. He suspected the creature was not far from there. His mysterious demeanor puzzled the group, but no one spoke up. Before long, Nora was about to ask her father if he had found anything when she suddenly smelled a primal scent. She quickly pulled out her notebook. To her horror, just behind them, a massive eye opened. In the stunned silence, a gigantic, monstrous creature slowly began to rise.